So I'm leaving the Old Mecklenburg Brewery, and I have to say, I have to give it a thumbs up. It's a very nice brewery. It's very spacious. They have a big like outdoor beer garden sort of area that they do events in. And so I'm not sure if you guys saw when I did the pan view of there, but there's also like little bars where they serve the beer and stuff out there, and also some food. The food looks amazing. I didn't get any food, but it looks pretty amazing. And so I recommend it in Charlotte, just outside of downtown, not very far from downtown Charlotte, on the south side of Charlotte, I believe. And so there were a few more breweries that I believe his name was Will from the Wooden Robot brewery I was at, that he recommended to me, but they were on the north side of Charlotte, and I wasn't heading that direction, so it was sort of out of my way. So I thought I would stop here, and now I am heading to another location that's about 4 hours or so from here, and so that'll be a separate video. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of Charlotte that I was able to show you within the last day and a half, and two of the craft breweries here in Charlotte. And I have to say that there are, when I did the research, there's probably like 25 craft breweries in Charlotte. It's an up-and-coming new thing here in Charlotte, and it's really catching the scene right now. So if you come to Charlotte, please visit as many of the craft breweries as possible. And they also have some cidery breweries as well. So Charlotte's been beautiful. I really wish I could stay longer. So maybe I'll come back and do a little bit more in-depth video for you guys. But until now, from Charlotte, peace, love, and let's experience this beautiful world together. Get back to you soon from a new location. It's Backpacker Mike signing out from the Old Mecklenburg Brewery. Peace. So I have made it to Savannah, Georgia. Established in 1733 as a British colony, it was the capital of the Georgia province during British rule. And eventually it became a very strategic port for the Revolutionary War and also the Civil War. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of downtown here. I'm only here for a few hours tonight and then a little bit tomorrow, so I'll try to show you as much as I can. And right now I'm down at the famous riverfront, or River Street, River Walk. This is where a lot of the boats back then used to dock, and then they would get off and sell all of their wares in these buildings here that still stand today. So pretty cool. Let's explore a little bit of Savannah, and I'll walk a little bit around downtown and see what I can find for you. All right. Kevin Barry's Irish Pub. which was down where we just came up on the riverfront there, and it has some really good chicken wings. And then those steps we went up are old historic steps that have been there for hundreds of years, and that's why it says climb them at your own risk. So there's big like cobblestone streets down there like you guys saw, and it's really kind of neat down there. And then there's all these little parks along the way that are dedicated to famous people from Savannah. So we'll walk around here just a little bit longer, see if I can show you guys a few more things. There's so much stuff to do here that I don't have enough time to do, that I'll probably come back and do an in-depth trip in Savannah for a few days. So I'll get back to you guys. Savannah. There's still some old buildings around, like there's a Marshall House back there, which I was going to try to show you guys. Used to be a very successful old like bed and breakfast way back, but this is the more modern side off the river, off the Savannah River. As you can see, there's still some old building structure over there and old churches, so it's sort of scattered throughout. You get across the street right here, and cut up the other way over there, and then we'll make a U-turn and head back to the car. But yeah, Savannah, definitely I have to come back to Savannah when I've got about 3 or 4 days to explore and do an in-depth video for you guys, because there's a ton of stuff here to see, a ton of historical stuff. Unfortunately, this used to be a slave port, so there are some old slave trade buildings here that you can tell are very old, and some old parks and stuff that remained. And then the cannon guns that I showed you guys earlier, those cannons were actually a gift from Washington after the Revolutionary War, and those cannons ended up welcoming many presidents and important people to Savannah when they came down the river on their steamships. So this looks like a really cool little park. That's why I wanted to shoot up here and show you guys. So there's a bunch of these little parks like scattered throughout the center of the city here, and they all have historical placards. I'm not sure what this one is, but there's some sort of obelisk up there. Gordon is his name. So it says this is Wright Square. This square, which was laid out in 1733, was originally named for John Percival, Earl of Egmont. So that would have been under British rule, who played a large part in the founding of the colony of Georgia. So that's how actually to celebrate the founding father, basically, of Georgia for the British colonies. So anyway, I'm gonna go up here a little bit more, and I'm gonna head back, and I may come back down here in the morning tomorrow. So I'll get back to you guys soon. didn't know that that house back there was actually the founder of the Girl Scouts. Back in the late 1800s, I think it was. And so yeah, that's really cool. I never knew that. And I'm from the States. Of course, I never really did much research on the Girl Scouts and how they began. But it's getting pretty dark now, so I'm going to head back to the car. I'll try to get out here tomorrow morning and show you guys a little bit more of it and see what we can find. And so yeah, so far historic Savannah has been pretty cool. So I will definitely have to come back here for a few days there and show you guys more of this awesome place. So alright, so for tonight anyway, now that the ghouls and goblins walks are starting to begin, so if you're into ghost tours and stuff, Savannah would definitely be a place that you want to do one of those. So I see them all out with their little tour guides, and they're explaining all the spooky historical stuff. So anyway, alright, so for now, in the historic Savannah, Georgia, USA, it's Backpacker Mike signing out. And I will get back to you guys soon. And as always, peace, love, and let's experience this beautiful world together.